Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so I was wrong, man. Hey, sometimes you just got to humble yourself in the presence of the internet and say, I was wrong. Trades are active this year, and it's big ones. The complete opposite of what I thought. Those who said that there was going to be trades going on, you were right. I was wrong, and I'm completely fine with saying that, and because these trades are awesome. So this is what we got going on. The trade deadline is on the 6th, by the way. Today is the 2nd, and we got big stuff happening. De'Aaron Fox is now going to be a Spur. That trade is getting finalized as we speak. Zack LaVine is involved in this trade. He's going to be a King, so that's who they're replacing the man with. And the details of this trade are not available to us at this moment. We don't have that yet. Shams just told us those are the two pieces, and it's a multi-team trade. As we can clearly see, those three teams are involved. I don't know what else is going to be moved around as well at this moment, as I just said. So, yeah, man, check them out. D Fox goes to play with Wemby. I like it. I think that's where he belongs. I think that's a great spot for him. He's back in Texas. He's from Houston, so that's not necessarily close from my understanding, but he's back in the state. And this allows for him to kind of be the part of the two-headed monster that the Spurs are going to be having with him and Wembanyama. Got to see what else is going on in this trade, try to assess it, because, of course, depending on what's being sent out will determine our full opinion or whatever. But, yeah, that's what's going on. And, of course, Zack LaVine going to Sacramento allows for Sacramento to continue to move around in a way that allows for win now timeline to stay intact. They don't necessarily have to move on from Sabonis or DeMar DeRozan. Of course, DeMar DeRozan played with Zack LaVine in Chicago for several years, so they just kind of recreate what Chicago had going on and add Sabonis to it. So, we'll see what else is being moved again in regards to Sacramento to determine what we think of the trade fully. But Zack LaVine, if you're going to replace De'Aaron Fox, you want an athlete it's like Zack LaVine type of speed. Now, granted, they do different things. They play different positions. But when you consider trying to replace De'Aaron Fox and you had that type of, speed demon out there, if you're going to replace him with an all-world athlete like Zack LaVine, you feel great. Zack LaVine is playing like an all-star this year, so you don't feel like you could skip a beat. You're going to have to skip a beat necessarily. I don't know that I would say Zack LaVine is as good as De'Aaron Fox, but the dynamic that they're hoping to find when you lose De'Aaron Fox, you couldn't ask for a better dynamic than Zack LaVine and Sack. So I think they did good there, depending on what this looks like, but overall, just what they're taking back in those players specifically, I love this for both of those teams. Now, the contract of Zack LaVine is not great, but as I've said many times, the Sacramento Kings have, in my opinion, long wanted bad contracts. Every time there's a bad contract on the move, you hear Sacramento interested. And so this is not surprising there at all. But the way that Zach's been playing, the fact that he's been fairly healthy this season, I think he just went down with something very small. He'll be back very soon if he's not already back. I like this idea. Now that you got a chance to see half a season of Zack LaVine be healthy, I think his speed is going to be awesome for the Kings, just like it was for Chicago and any other team he's played for. So I love that for them. And like I said, San Antonio getting De'Aaron Fox is just incredible. San Antonio immediately becomes a team that I think is going to win a lot of games in the second half of the season. I think they're probably going to make a push. That's going to be the thing. Now that we've seen the Luka Doncic trade to the Lakers are not necessarily constructed to compete. Luka's hurt right now. LeBron, the team doesn't have rim protection. So you can see a shift coming with teams like the Spurs getting better, Sacramento not necessarily skipping a beat, Dallas having a team that looks like it's more ready to compete right now. And then the jury's out on how people feel about Dallas competing, honestly. But I think that team looks really good defensively, as long as they can find continuity in some key areas, because I wonder if they really have the point guard that's going to look for everybody else. Kyrie's definitely going to get assists, but it's kind of like a secondary thing, a third thing for him rather than looking for Anthony Davis. And one of the issues the Lakers had with Anthony Davis was getting him the ball. So I wonder about Dallas being able to ultimately usurp some of the people in front of them. They're now in 9th place, but yeah, this is one of those situations where you can just see those teams at the bottom basically getting better, and so somebody has to fall if they push up. And I'm wondering if it's my Lakers, given the fact that what we did was a little more for the future. But these trades, I was in the middle of listening to the video I made earlier today talking about the Laker trade, and now we got this one to try to unpack. It's kind of hard to really do so without that information. So we'll be waiting for that to come in, and when it does, of course, we'll make more content discussing this trade. But yeah, man, that's what's going on right here. I'll definitely refresh before I get off this here to see if anything else popped up. But trade season is upon us, man. When you look at some of these, Anthony Davis, a Mav, Luka Doncic, a Laker, De'Aaron Fox, a Spur, and Zach LaVine, a King, we're underway. We're underway, man, and it seems like teams are not bashful about this collective bargaining agreement. I think some of these trades have been long thought about, long discussed in some cases, but this has been really fun, man. Really fun over the last 24 hours, and I'm going to keep my eyes open, and we'll continue to bring you content as the information comes in. So that's pretty much what I got to say. My name is BDF44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.